All right, boys and girls, we are here for the 400th subscriber joining the channel. Yes, it's a celebration. What's going on? I'm your host, Joe's Atmosphere. What's going on, man? And I am so pleased to bring you this Saturday night special. We're celebrating 400 subscribers. It's actually a couple of weeks late. I actually reached this milestone a couple weeks ago. If you follow me on Twitter, you saw me tweet out about it. And I appreciate every last one of you that has subscribed. I think it's great. Thank you very much. I don't really try and build the channel aggressively. I just try and be on time every week for the shows and stuff. So that's how I'm doing it. I know I need to do more videos and stuff, but I'm working on a comic book and a bunch of other stuff. But I got a few friends aboard to celebrate with. First one in tonight was Knock. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, not bad. Just enjoying the weekend.
I hear you, man. I hear you. It's I don't know, man. I've these last couple of Saturdays I've enjoyed because I've been working Saturdays almost my entire adult career, and now I've finally got them off. So it's a little strange for me, but yeah. Also aboard, we've got Matt. What's going on?
Doing good. You're much like Will Ferrell in Talladega Nights on Saturdays. You do not know what to do with your hands.
Don't know what to do with my hands.
You're just a big hairy racing machine.
Wait, was that Talladega Nights or is that the Anchorman?
That was Talladega Nights.
It was Talladega Nights?
Like a post-race interview or a pre-race interview.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with my hands. Yeah, okay. I you know what? I've never finished Anchorman. I've always been busy when it's on, so that's why I get confused sometimes. But I do remember that scene where they put the question mark when he was introducing himself. That was hilarious. I'm Ron Burgundy.
Yeah. Well, and probably the best scene from Talladega Nights is the pre-dinner or pre-lunch prayer.
Oh,
he does, where he thanks the sponsors and
little baby Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah, Joe. Thanks for having me on. Glad to be here, and just hadn't been on as often as I'd like to. Just had different things come up. You know how life is.
Life happens, dude. You're always welcome, though. I dig having you around. What I hate about Matt sometimes, though, is he'll tell jokes and they'll go right over my head. I don't even acknowledge them, and I hate it when I don't do that.
Yeah,
I feel like an idiot.
It's hard for us sometimes, and we just,
yeah. But then they boomerang around, and you get them
right.
Well, you got to pay attention to what I say closely because I am a Spider-Man expert.
There you go.
So, and then we got a panel full of them. So
I know it.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, I know I've got another jokester that loves to have fun back here, and that's Jed. What's going on, Big Daddy? How you doing, Jed? He didn't come back yet.
He did not come back. Oh, there he is.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm. Oh, good.
You gonna make it? You gonna Well, I did have you on mute for a second because you had something going on in the background.
Oh yeah, I was like, wait, hey, I got everything working. Is this fucking $2 mic working yet?
It's good to see you, man. Good to see you. Let's see who we got in the chat tonight. Yeah, we got Anima's the first one in. Wow, how you doing, Anima? Saw her on their show today. They did Dune, the 1984 one, which is a great movie, man. They did that on Pop Culture Minefield earlier today. I saw her in the chat. How you doing, young lady? Thank you very much. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep going. Hopefully, I'll keep growing. We'll see what happens. Ariel is here. It's good to see you. She always calls me Daddy Coffee Joe. Smells like bacon. Really? Am I gaining weight? Well,
Kevin Bacon, maybe.
Kevin Bacon, maybe, right? Keely Chow is here as well. How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Let's see who else is here. Oh yeah, there's my man Darius Munchausen. What's going on, man? How you doing? If you want to invite to get in here, let me know. I'll send you one on X, dude. I think you're in the thread for the show. I'm not sure. You may not.
Let me go see.
Yeah, go check it out.
2 a.m.
Be my producer today, Jed. Be my producer.
Shit, I might as well be.
Right? So yeah, really happy to hit this milestone. I actually hit it a couple weeks ago. Well, it was a couple weeks ago, huh, Jed? I put it out on X today.
It was like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah. But man, I couldn't do it without the chat and you guys, man. I mean, you know, I try and do stuff that people like, you know. I invite all of you guys to every show I do. Of course, some of them are real late at night, so Knock can't make it. And Matt's been busy. You've got a new job, don't you, man?
Yep, got on with my new job a couple months ago, and so yeah, I do have to hit the sack during the week.
Oh yeah. That's what happens, man.
And then I have to go to bed. Wait a minute, what?
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, he meant hit the hacky sack.
Hit the hacky sack? Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I know he was an athlete at one time. I don't know if he's that much of one now. But
make sure you clean up the walls if you hit the hacky sack. Okay?
Oh my god! Oh yikes! Looks like a Jackson Pollock painting in here. Oh man!
It's like a Rorschach painting. It's you see different things in it.
Yep. So, Knock, your job's going well.
It is.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of bummed. I've got the post NFL season blues. You know.
Yeah.
Sundays now I've got these weekends off, and I've got nothing to do.
Right when football season ends. That's the perfect time.
I mean, here in a few, I'm gonna have yard work to do on Saturday, so that'll keep me busy.
Hey, Knock, wouldn't you say it's the best time for him to start KOTOR again?
Ooh, now there you go. See, I could knock that out and try and get that up to speed again, couldn't I?
I lost hope in that one. You know what I kind of envisioned? I envisioned that at some point, if I started streaming, I would have Joe on and I would play the game, and Joe would just watch. That way, the game would actually happen.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
And he could just sit back and enjoy it as it's meant to play, because he's never going to play it. So it's okay. I've come to that.
It's not my fault that it's got this obscure glitch that shut the whole thing down. That's not my fault.
I'm sorry, you don't know PC games, and you're supposed to make multiple saves. I'm sorry.
I understand.
And we did tell him not.
Yeah. Well, when
he had to. To be fair, he had to, and both of them were just shit saves. That's all.
Yeah, I was fixing to say I didn't know. I didn't know you needed to have several of them in a row. Yeah, you I'm learning that now playing Baldur's Gate. Anima, thank you very much for being here. I know you got to go to bed, darling. And yes, I'm. The problem is I play video games late on a Sunday night, and sometimes I just can't get up for that show. But I'm going to try like hell to be there this Monday. I push it all the time. Watch, I've even got a thumbnail for this week's show. Where is it? It's right there, Anima. I'm always pushing Gary's stuff for him. All the stuff I'm going to be on. That one and the one that John does with Uncharted, I'm always doing those. So, I'm fighting the good fight for you guys out here. So, I'm going to try and be there.
That promo had Richard Crenna in it, and that's not the only military member Richard Crenna has played.
Yeah, yep, for sure.
Rambo.
Yep, John Rambo's boss, the guy that recruited him. Colonel Troutman. Yes, it's got him. And from what I hear, it's a good movie. That's homework I've got to do because I've never seen this one. Have you guys seen it? I haven't seen it, but it's got Steve McQueen in it, so I'm definitely gonna.
I saw it a long
I
time
love that
ago.
guy. He's
I have
awesome.
not.
Yep. Let's see. What's Ariel saying? Hey, Jed, what have you been up to? How much furry porn have you downloaded since I talked to you last? Oh my God! No wonder Anima's laughing. Good Lord.
Hey, it is a full moon.
Good night, Anima. Take care of yourself, darling.
Well, you know, I am.
Hasta la vista.
Just.
We'll see you next time. But yeah, man, we've got some things in the works. Of course, I got my regular schedule that I keep with it. I am adding another video game show.
Hey, why does he sound like he's talking at him, an asshole?
Who? Me?
For a second, yeah.
You went a little bit underwater.
Yeah.
Did I? Really?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Sorry, I don't know.
Maybe
it's this. What is this power washer? Maybe you drowned out my voice for a little bit there. Hey, John, what's happening?
How
you doing?
Why are you exposing me right now? I don't know.
Well, now you know what we really need.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Walk on you. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. You go
ahead. We need to power wash Tifa in them, like tops and stuff.
He wants this to be a wet T-shirt power washing contest.
Yeah, get the girls in there.
Final Fantasy Rebirth, and you'll be fine.
Get Jesse, get Eris, and Tifa.
Well, from what I've seen, the Final Fantasy, the new one is they're not gonna frump down the lead character. From what I understand, I heard she's gonna be like D-Cup.
The video's already out there. I'm surprised you haven't seen it yet.
See if you can pull it up.
You guys pull it out. I'm kind of busy, but
okay, no problem. I know he's power washing the whole world over there. But real quick, since he just showed up, John, how are you? I saw you on the Dune show earlier.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was enduring certain people on the Dune show.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Really?
Well, okay. Anyway.
Human was really fun last night, though. God, I love that game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How did Detroit Human go last night?
John's doing a great job. He's doing a great job. He's making choices, which is always fun. And some of the choices are ones that I haven't made.
Really?
So it's really cool to see different outcomes that I haven't seen. I played the game a couple times through, but
I was busy with the clients last night, and I didn't get to watch you guys' show at all. I have 3 guys that are leaving this weekend. 2 of them leaving Sunday, and one of them leaving Monday. And of course, I don't get back there till Tuesday after I leave for the weekend. So I work Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and so I was really busy with them. They wanted to watch. We watched. We Were Soldiers last night. I gladly found that one. It was on there. It just happened to be on Paramount. So I went ahead and showed them that one last night. We had this guy there that was like 30. I want to say he's 30 years old, right? Dead even 30 years old. Mm-hmm. And he had never seen it before. And the rest of us that were there watching it, we're all 50 plus, right? We had one guy that's an actual veteran of the Vietnam War that was there, and he's an older guy. He was we were telling him, hey, this is the story of how the air cav started. This is the first use of the Huey helicopter in combat. This is it right here. That's what you're seeing. It's the real thing, and I couldn't remember what the, designation was, but I knew it was Custer's unit that he took over. That's what they, created there. Right. It was the 7th Cavalry and, 1st Battalion of the 7th, Cav. And I'll never forget that scene. He looked straight at him. He goes, Custer's unit. Wow. Great. Thanks.
Yeah. I've always wanted to see that movie and I have not.
Oh man.
That's something we could get into. Movies that
Matt list.
Yeah. I saw, the Matt list or really, I saw something on X earlier this week. There was a tweet and it said, what's one of those movies that you just haven't gotten around to? And of course, the one I always put up, The Shawshank Redemption. You guys always rag me about not seeing it, right?
Yeah.
And And so I put that one on there. So, yeah, Matt, yes, you need to see that movie, brother. It's one of the better Vietnam movies. And I don't know how factual it is. We got Real Wade Nation in the house. What's going on?
Hey, Wade.
How are you? Good to see you, Wade. You got yourself muted. I'm sure you'll unmute when you're ready. What
does he have to pimp tonight?
I don't know, but I'm sure he'll be pimping something. Matt, you were saying something? What were you saying?
No, I was just saying with the We Were Soldiers, I could kick myself because I was in college when it came out.
Yeah.
And some friends of mine that lived in my apartment complex, they went, and I was like, I'll catch it another time. And
dude,
yeah, it never did. Wow.
It's streaming on Paramount Plus right now. If you want to see it, if you've got access to that one, and I think it's on Prime as well, for Prime members. If you've got that service, I know we're always going to have Prime, no matter what happens. We're always going to have Prime because my wife gets Amazon packages every other freaking day.
And if you ever watch TV on Veterans Day, it'll be playing that too.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, for sure. But I tell you, if you're a Sam Elliott fan, you need to see that movie because he has very little dialogue in it, but he steals every scene he's in, man. He really does. He's the what rank is he? Sergeant Major?
Sergeant Major?
Sergeant Major.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Sergeant Major. You don't know what kind of goddamn
What's fucking
day it
good
is.
about it? Yeah.
What are you, the weatherman now?
Yeah, it's funny, dude. You need to see that movie.
It's on Paramount. It's on MGM Plus.
Yeah, and I think that's on Prime. I think.
Nah, you gotta pay for it.
Oh, do
you gotta pay for it? Yeah. It's on Paramount, but
7-day trial free on Paramount Plus.
Yeah,
today.
Whole thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sam Elliott is a hunk.
It's got Ryan Hurst in it too.
I'll let you judge that, young lady. But yeah. I like him.
You see the new bikini she put on in chat there?
What's that?
She did a new bikini.
Oh, I showed it. I showed it. I just didn't read it. Yeah, she's wearing the Italian Tifa bikini. Yeah, check it out, man. She's always got the best friggin' avatars. She really does.
Ruben says he's going to be here as soon as he gets off his stream.
Okay,
he's on.
That's cool. I don't know what he's doing, but
he says he's on stream. So
okay, cool.
Yep. I wonder if Sam Elliott has an insurance policy on that mustache. I mean, that thing.
I don't know.
Is awesome.
I don't know, but he's got it in the movie. It's a little tighter. It's military. Yeah. It's a little bit tighter, but he's got it.
Regulations. Yeah.
But it is a good movie. I think the two guys I love in that movie the most are Sam Elliott as the Sergeant Major, but I love the Snake, the helicopter pilot. God, what is that guy's name? He ended up being a good actor too. He was one of the first, I think, wasn't he the first host of Talk Soup on Comedy Central?
Greg Kinnear?
Greg Kinnear
was.
Yeah.
Greg Kinnear was.
Yeah. I think he was the first one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he was.
Was he on Gone in 60 Seconds as well? Is that the guy you're talking about?
Now, let's not go too far there, Ariel.
But his mustache could destroy Chuck Norris. No, I don't know about that.
No, that
could destroy Chuck Norris, young lady. Yeah. Hang on, I'll pull up his IMDb. I liked him in that movie. Of course, everybody remembers him in the one he won the Academy Award for, As Good as It Gets. Mm-hmm. He's Jack Nicholson's neighbor that he has to babysit his cat his dog, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Just looking through the cast list for We Were Soldiers, let's see where John Hamm was in it, and that was back before anybody knew who John Hamm was.
Blew me away last night. I recognized him right away. When they first started training the officers in that movie, he was right dead center in front. I was like, oh my God, that's John Hamm. And he was a kid. You could tell he was young in that movie. Let's see. Greg Kinnear.
But yeah, Greg Kinnear, he's had quite the career.
Yeah, he has, man.
Yep.
Yes,
I believe he played Dick Vermeil in the Mark Wahlberg Philadelphia Eagles
Yes,
movie.
he did. When he was with Philadelphia. Yes, he sure did. What was that called? Invincible?
Invincible.
Was the name
I really like the movie.
Yeah.
Yep. I like that movie a lot. Okay, what were we trying to find out here? Talk Soup when he was on there? God, that was long time
he was the
ago.
original host.
I think he was.
And this
Actually,
would have
Talk
been like
Soup
early
one.
90s, but
I need to look up
early to mid 90s. But
Soup.
yeah, and it all depends. Sometimes with those talk shows, they'll list like their actual end date and not the end date of when someone was on it.
Yeah, because that's 91.
1991.
I remember that because I saw the first show.
Okay. Yeah, John Henson was 95 to 99. I think he was the second one. I think Greg Kinnear was the first one. Yeah, 91 to 96. There he is right there.
Henson and Kinnear and...
I used to love that show, man. Talk Soup was funny as hell, dude.
But there were some of them, it just got bad.
Yeah, it did.
After a while.
Yeah, this last one, I can't even find it now. Is it even on
Comedy
Central
they took
anymore?
it off. They took it off.
I thought so. There was some chick hosting it the last time I saw
it.
it.
It just wasn't funny. They had Alicia Tyler do it for a bit, and she thought she was funny, and nobody liked her.
Yeah. He is awesome in those movies with Tom Selleck. Yeah.
You know what, Tom? And this is when I was younger. Mm-hmm. High Road to China with Tom Selleck. That was what showed. That was what he had a little bit of Indiana Jones in that movie.
I don't know if
because Tom Selleck was
High Road to China. It sounds familiar. I've never seen.
He was Tom Selleck was one of the people that they were going to pick to be Indy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. He had a conflict with his Magnum PI schedule.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a different world. What a different world we would be living in if he'd have played Indiana Jones, huh? Wow. That's crazy. Did you guys ever see that movie that he made with Gene Simmons playing the bad guy in it called Runaway? Where he was
yes.
Dude, that is a very underrated movie if you ask me. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it.
Who was that hottie that played his partner in it? It wasn't Nancy Allen, was it?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Was it Nancy Allen?
I thought it was Nancy
Allen. I may be confusing it with RoboCop.
How do you confuse RoboCop?
Well, because Nancy Allen was in RoboCop, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying that they're
was
cops,
Cynthia Rhodes.
Cynthia Rhodes.
Oh, dude, she was in a lot of the 80s and 90s movies. Like the soft corner and shit too.
Really?
Kirstie Alley was in it too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she was Gene Simmons' girlfriend. Remember, they were using her to try and catch him. They were using her for bait, and it didn't work.
And G.W. Bailey was in it as the chief of police.
Yeah.
Proctor!
If you guys want to watch a peak 80s movie, check this one out sometime. This is the poster for it.
Yeah.
And yeah, Tom Selleck. You know, his movie career never really took off, but he's made some movies that people love, like this one and Quigley Down Under. And
that poster reminds me of Demolition Man in a way, or
yeah, a lot of them were like this, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the thing that screwed him was Magnum PI.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some guys just got tagged for television. They had bigger careers on TV, you know. But yeah. I always liked Tom Selleck, and I've never watched Blue Bloods though, because that takes place, it's in New York, and I'm a Boston guy. So
it's a big time cop show.
I know. I've caught a couple of episodes. I think one of the Wahlbergs is on it too, isn't he? Isn't Donnie on it?
Donnie.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Cynthia Rhodes has only done 7 movies and 1 TV episode.
Really?
She was in Xanadu, Flashdance, Staying Alive.
That's
Runaway.
Right. She was in Flashdance.
Yeah.
Staying Alive. Yes.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Dirty Dancing, and some movie called Curse of the Crystal Eye. And she was on an episode of Fantasy Island.
Yeah. She's the one they took for the abortion in Dirty Dancing, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But think about that. She was in some of the biggest movies.
And she only made 7 movies.
Yeah.
And Staying Alive isn't that the sequel to Saturday Night Fever?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. She was
Go ahead.
She was in some music videos. She was Rosanna in Rosanna by Toto.
by Toto. Yeah.
She was in Don't Mean Nothing by Richard Marx and Christmas Spirit by Richard Marx. And that's the last thing she's done.
You know, whenever you see an actor have a hot streak like that, or actress, and then you see where they're not in anything, or they're only in like things you never heard of after that. It's always interesting, you know, to try to figure out what's the backstory, like what happened.
What happened?
Yeah. Because you'll notice in Hollywood there'll be an actor or actress that like they're in everything for 3 or 4 years.
You mean like
and then poof, they're gone.
You mean like Brendan Fraser was? And he disappeared off the map for a bit. Like,
right.
Yep.
John, what's up? I see
Patrick Dempsey disappeared for 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
She was also the second female singer in Animotion.
Really?
Yeah, she was.
Huh. That's amazing, man. Yeah, some of these stories of some of these people. I mean, like for instance, what's my man's name that was in Ghost? Rick Moranis. He could have done anything he wanted in Hollywood at one point, man. And shortly after he did the Disney movies, he disappeared.
Yeah,
and because of his wife.
Little Giant.
His wife died, and he wanted to be with his kids, and he just stepped away from Hollywood, man.
Did you know they asked him to come back for that last Ghostbusters?
Oh,
movie?
I'm sure. Yeah.
And he's like, no.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything.
Especially after when he was walking in New York, and that guy just punched him. So
I didn't hear about that. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that either.
He was walking one day, and all of a sudden this guy just comes up and just punches Rick Moranis, and it was all over the news.
That sounds like just New York on a normal day. I mean,
right.
I don't think it was because of who he was. I think it was just because it was New York. And he was just walking. He existed in New York, and so someone wanted to punch him.
He just got punched. So.
Well, one of my favorite, my first crush when I was young was a girl named Christy McNichol, and she was in a lot of movies. Her movie career really didn't take off, but she was on television for quite a while. She was another one kind of like Tom Selleck, had more success on television than she did in the movies, right?
It was a 2016 era. She
was, I want to say the last TV show she did was Empty Nest, I think.
Yeah.
With Richard Mulligan was on that show, I think, and a few others. Anyway, around the turn of the century, she retired from acting. Just got burnt out on it and tired of it. And she's been retired ever since, you know?
Yeah.
And I think, by the time she did Empty Nest, I was looking to see, okay, she was born in 1962. Empty Nest was what, like late 80s, early 90s?
Yeah.
So by the time she was 30, she was already in her comeback phase by then. She was so popular, late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, it was late 70s, early 80s, yeah.
So Empty Nest was sort of her getting back in the game.
Right.
My grandfather liked that show.
Well, she was on, the thing that she first got noticed on was a show called Family that ABC had. And she was kind of the tomboy of the bunch on the show, which we found out later why. She, as I like to say, bats for the wrong team, but hey, more power to her. Whatever makes her
Joe,
happy,
there was this show, and I don't remember what it was, but it had Lynn Redgrave in it, and she was like a doctor or something. Yeah. My grandfather loved that show.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what show it was. It was House Calls or something. I
don't know. Was she on that or something or what?
Yeah, it was. I don't remember what it was. It was a show that my grandfather watched every single week. He would right in front of my grandmother. He goes, "There's my girl up on a TV," and my grandmother come over there and just smack him.
Man,
I'm
sorry. Go ahead, Matt.
I was just saying, there's been several Redgrave actors. That kind of an acting family. They've even got some relatives that are not, that don't have the Redgrave last name that are pretty prominent.
She was in like, it was like when I was younger. So
yeah,
it's one of those.
You said Vanessa.
I think Vanessa Redgrave.
Okay.
And it was Lou Gray. I don't remember what it was. It was a doctor show in like 80s.
The last thing I remember seeing her in was the first Mission Impossible. She was Max, in that.
It may have been her mother. I don't know.
She was the arms dealer in that one. But
she was a small. If it was her mother or what, she was a smoking hot redhead.
If you're talking about when you were a kid, that would have been. Oh yeah, that would have been the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when she was in a movie called Julia. She wasn't doing much television, man. So it must have been her mom. Must have been a relative or something.
Yeah.
Because I remember her doing Julia in 1977 because when she accepted the Academy Award for that one, I've told you guys before, I don't watch the Academy Awards very often anymore because of how political they are. But when I was a kid and watching them, if you got political, you got booed off the stage.
Oh, yeah.
She got political up on the stage about something that was going on in 77. I can't remember what it was. And she got booed off that stage.
Do you remember when Jane Fonda got political and she got booed off stage?
No, I don't remember that one. But
Hanoi Jane can just stuff it.
Yeah. And the shame of it is that girl was gorgeous when she was young. And she was in some really good movies too. I know people don't support her and everything, and for good reason. But I tell you what, freaking to this day, Cat Ballou is one of my favorite movies I'll ever watch. That's one of my favorites.
But here, Era, what they were saying, they wanted him and her to come and see his kids, his grandkids. So it was going to be Janine and him coming into the farm to give them the deeds and shit. To give the granddaughter of Spangler the deed. But they could only get her. So that's the reason why you only saw her in the movie.
Are we sure it was Afterlife or was it?
It was Afterlife. It was Afterlife.
Afterlife wasn't filmed in New York.
Because I got told about a scene that they had to cut because they couldn't get Rick Moranis and her. They could only get her.
Gotcha.
So that's the reason why she was only in that scene talking about like Egon, and it wasn't him.
I haven't seen it yet. That's another one that's on my list that I've got to get to. I definitely got to get to it before Frozen.
If you remember, at the end of Ghostbusters 2, they got together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so, but then if you go and watch the movie, it's like Eugene and Egon actually got together later on.
Yeah. Matt, you were going to say something? What's up?
I was just, one thing I wanted to point out about the Ghostbusters is, the new one that's coming out is Hidden Empire, Frozen Empire. They didn't come out with that name until like maybe 3 months ago.
Yeah.
It was Firehouse.
Yep. It was untitled for the longest time. And it was Firehouse for like a month or two.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, it's just normally the way the process works is that name change doesn't happen that quick. Or that close to release date.
Yeah. But I think they didn't really get together, but maybe a quick fling. I don't know.
Yeah, but here's the thing. His kid, the guy that did the original Ghostbusters, along with
Ivan Reitman. Yeah.
Ivan Reitman's kid isn't writing this one. They got some new director, so I'm fishy on this one because
doing this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm literally what you're doing right now.
You guys have seen, you guys that have seen it on the panel, you tell me. I hear it's good. It's not the greatest movie in the world, but it was respectful to the material.
Yeah, it was respectful. So, yeah.
I heard the ending will get you if you're a fan.
It will.
Yeah.
And I was like, people were ripping on. I'm like, no, dude, did you go see the movie? It was respectful.
That is the proper use of AI.
Yeah.
Okay,
it was.
Gotcha.
It was.
Yeah, I know what it is. I've heard about it. I mean, it's been out long enough that I've heard what it is, but I just don't want to give it away to anybody that hasn't seen it. But yeah, I mean, I heard it'll get you too. I heard they did a good job with it. It was really respectful to the material and everything. And
Okay, it's like Cobra Kai. How Cobra Kai respects the past and went on with the future.
I guess that's one that I've got to put on my list too. I've never seen it, man. I hear it's a great show though.
Cobra Kai is awesome.
Knock, don't you watch Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai is I love that show, dude.
That's how to do.
Never seen it.
That's how to blend two different eras together properly.
It's crazy, yeah. It's really cool to see that you go watch the movies and then you can jump right in. I mean,
yeah,
there's a time jump, but it's the same characters.
Yeah,
it's the same guys. It's like they never left town, right?
Yeah, it's 20 years later. Yeah,
yeah.
So like Avatar.
Well, I heard they are doing a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's pretty nice, but it's the same characters, it's the same cast.
Like, well, I heard season 5 is going to be the last one. So
really,
it could be. I mean, and it's funny because it started on YouTube. It was a YouTube show.
Yeah.
And then Netflix picked it up, right?
After the second season, they picked it up.
Really, if I recall correctly, that was YouTube trying to launch YouTube Red at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever they had Cobra Kai, that was, I think, maybe the first or second show that they had on it.
All right, Joe, you might want to show my next project that I'm cleaning here.
Oh my God, he's power 88 miles per hour. That's what I'm talking about. Clean that damn thing up, bro. That thing's stainless steel. It can take it. Hit it with everything you got.
Hey, Lord Thoth.
Just watch the watch the circuitry. Hey, Lord Thoth, it's good to see you, brother.
Get the water all up in there. Get it all in there. Get in
That's
that.
Right.
Hey, Joe.
Clean that thing up. What's up, Wade?
I'm finally here now.
Yeah, I know. I noticed. It's good to see you. Man. It's good to see you. I'm glad you could make it. Let's see.
Yeah.
Clay Thomas. Go ahead, Wade. I'm sorry. You are breaking up bad, but
you're breaking it really bad.
What's that, dude?
Yeah, sorry, Wade.
check your connection or something because you are busted up, dude. You are definitely busted up. Clay Thomas says, Joe, congratulations on 400 subs, brother. You'll be at 1,000 in no time. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. From what I understand, once I get to 500, it's going to start to cascade. But getting to that point, I mean, I don't do videos, and Wookie has really gotten in my ear about that. I do what I've been doing, guys, is the drawing table over here. When I do portraits for people, I've been recording the entire process. Here I'll show you one of the videos, but he's telling me I need to take those videos and make like a lesson out of it, and just kind of like I do on my comic book sketching streams. I'll sit there and I'll take the stuff and I'll show you a rapid fire video of me drawing the comic book, right? Mm-hmm. Because Procreate saves a video of everything, okay, and so I think this is one of the first ones I did. Let's see, how long is that one?
All right, I'll give you a free title there, Joe. Drawing with Papa Joe. There you go.
Drawing with Papa Joe.
There you go. You're all set. You're welcome. Free of charge.
Thank you very much. I'll have to give you royalties. It's on live television now. Thanks a lot for that, pal.
I said no. You got me live saying it's free. It's okay.
Let's see. This is one that I did. Let's see. Yeah, this is about 45 minutes worth. I don't know that you guys.
Let's watch the whole thing right now.
No. I would not do anything like that to you.
Let's react to Joe.
Not at all. But what I do is I get a digital version of it. I put it on my iPad, nice and big next to me, and then I just go to town, right? And this is one of the later videos. This is after I've done the initial sketch, but this is just one of the first ones I did, right? And he's telling me to feed this into my editor, which I know how to do this. I can change speeds and stuff and then just speed up to what I want to show and then slow it down and let it play, right? And then go back to, speeding it up, right?
Yeah.
So basically it's more evergreen content is what the point is to create some stuff that is going to be can be watched over and over again. Because I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I have a video that's been seen more than 24,000 times. You know that, right?
Yeah. What are your WWE videos, right?
Yes, it is. Hang on, I'll show you what it is, guys. You're gonna crack up.
Shit, I wish I had one of those. I have to do.
Yeah, man, and I need to do more of these things. But hang on, let me get it up here. Yeah, it's from when I think I want to say it was a PS4. I want to say it was a PS4 video. What version of? Yeah, it was PS4. It was right after I got my PS4. I was broadcasting occasionally, and if you go to my page, I've got the most popular videos listed, right? And yeah, the one that has been shown the most, 27,000 times now, is Supergirl versus She-Hulk.
Dude, it's all women. No wonder why you're getting all these views. Like, no shit. There's women in it, Joe.
Right? Like, that one's 27,000. This one's 24,000. It's basically two different versions of Paige. I made Paige. That's the wrestler Paige from WWE. I made her the daughter of the Undertaker, and gave her the Undertaker's entrance and everything, and then. The next one is 8.3 thousand. It's She-Hulk versus Spider-Woman, right? That kind
I think people were trying to look up like wrestling porn, and they found yours at the top of the list. So
yeah,
they were like, "This isn't right," and then they went off.
Right?
They're like, "Hey, well, I think I can do this. I watched Telemundo,
This will be a tough one, but I think I can do it."
If I can do it to Telemundo, I can do it to anything. Like.
God.
Jeez.
Wade is back. How you doing, Wade? It's good to see you, man.
My most viewed video only has 2,200. So.
No, let me see.
But that's from 7 years ago. I did that 7 years ago. I mean, it was, and that doesn't have me talking on it or anything. As a matter of fact, I had to wipe out the intro music for both the characters. I got copyright. This is what I hate about YouTube. They want you to do your gameplay on there, but you get struck for all the music in these games, dude.
Yeah,
you do. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Go ahead, John.
I mean, there's games out there that sorry, John. There's games out there that like have I'm sorry, what do they call it? The
non-copyright.
Non-copyright music that you can switch it on. Like Cyberpunk has that.
Yeah, you just do a setting in your thing. Well, I started to say I was incorrect. My actually most viewed video is 4,900, and that's Godzilla Showa Era Part 3.
Really?
Yeah.
That's going to go up. That's going to go up because that's.
Yes, I was.
Okay, all right. So that's Joe's secret is not to talk, but yours is to.
Well, no, my number one video. That's from the live stream. That's been picked up from that. My actual made video, my created video is 2,200, and that's just a walkthrough of a base I built in Fallout 4.
Yeah, you want to? Mine is on the Archivist because it's been around longer. It's when we had Cameron Pasha on for the first time, and that has 200 some views.
And I am talking through this. It's the one description that I'm actually describing what I did.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Mine's actually 26 views. Believe it or not, I do have 2 videos on my YouTube channel.
Get out of town! I gotta see this.
They're from 9 years ago. One is a DCUO video, and one is a Madden video.
There you go.
And 26 views was the DCUO one. That was a PvP.
Are you under Knock or Ronimus?
That's it should be.
How bad is it?
Yeah, it's Knock. It says Knock, but it says Ronimus TV at Ronimus TV though.
Yeah.
He sure does. Oh my God! Yeah,
So that one is Theseus and me in versus the rest of the league in PvP, Legends PvP. Yeah. And we kicked their butts.
Yeah, you did. Was I on this video?
I don't think so. No. I don't think you were on that night.
Okay. Hang on a second. I'm going to put it on the background.
Man, 9 years ago, Knock, were you using gaming words on there? Or?
Well, I mean,
wait.
I can share his video with audio. Let's see what he was doing a few years ago. Hang on. Let's see.
That's when it first came out on like PlayStation that you could do YouTube at the same time or upload them straight to YouTube. They got rid of that feature for some odd reason, but used to be able to do it.
Hang on. I may have forgotten to hit that damn. Martin is lighting me up because I asked him if they had room for me on the panel for the Dune show early, and he never got back to me. He's just now getting back to me. Let's see.
What did he say? Did you say yes?
Right now, perfect timing, right?
Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure, come on over.
Okay, let's see if he was using gaming words back then. Let's find out.
I think
you can see this is where Knock came from. Knock is my character's name in DCUO. There's High Flyer right there. I'm beating him up. I think Luke was here. There's Luke. He was trying to block me, and I broke him and just wrecked him. I was
That's
pretty
Luke L. He's busting the hell out of him. Yep.
I think Siler was in here as well somewhere.
You know the problem.
You go Flash XXXXXX. That's Siler.
Yeah, that's Siler Gabriel. Yeah,
Psychotic Gorilla was there too.
Man.
I was killing it back then, man. I was so into PvP during that time, and I was wrecking fools with Amon Sewer. That martial arts build.
I was better at teaching it than I was at playing it. I'll never forget, man. I was sitting there. And you know what? I haven't heard your voice on here once, and I'm sure you were talking shit the entire time.
Is that better?
Oh yeah, we
went back
to the league chat, and I was cracking up.
Right.
You can't. Wade, we can hear you.
Yeah, Wade, we can hear you just fine, buddy. I know this. When I used to send it out, like I had one. Remember when we had that thing? We had that get together when Ice Guy passed away, and we went to the PvP phase and went club hopping, right?
Yeah.
And I've got a video of that still. It's on a different thing. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up, and I'm not worried about it right now. But I noticed that back then when they first started letting you do this straight to the YouTube or Twitch or whatever, for some reason your voice didn't go out, but everybody else's that was in your voice chat, you could hear them, but you couldn't hear yourself.
It was a setting. Yeah. It was like a setting you can do.
Yeah, that was on Xbox too, and they fixed it.
Yeah, it was very strange.
So hey, Joe, did you want to see what I was doing 2 years ago?
Go, man. Put it.
This was on the Archivist channel. This is the most here, so you can do it. So you can look at it. Here, I'm gonna give it to you in the link, so you can just run through it, Joe.
Okay.
I'll put it.
I am over here.
Yeah, I'll put it in, so you can just put it up and you can run.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, absolutely.
I do need to thank Knock. I've gotten 5 subs just since starting doing Detroit Become Human.
Sorry.
What, John? What?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
I said I've gotten 5 subs just since I started doing Detroit Become Human.
Really?
Good.
Yeah, it's a
popular
fun
game, man. I love that game. Yeah. I like doing the color commentary for that
over
one.
Here.
It's very fun.
Oh man! Wow, this looks cool, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
That's cool as shit. Hang on, let me get this up there. Where
this is when Jed was still a pup. So this is a good time.
This was this
YouTuber.
I had a different name back then I didn't like. So yeah.
What, Ned?
Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna crank the sound down just a little bit because it was kind of loud.
Yeah, we kind of
we turned it on 11.
Right.
Yeah.
First, you got to have Darth Jar Jar.
Pop culture archivist. Look at this, man.
I still got to see Howard the Duck.
Yeah, Howard the Duck. That's one of those guilty pleasures, man. Me and Jed have got to do a video.
We got to do that on Rumble because they will not let us do it on YouTube. This is our opening. I still have this.
Pretty damn cool.
Yeah, put this shit. I'm gonna fly around.
That's cool.
Isn't that fucking cool? The comics.
Oh, Dr.
Tom
Baker. That's
Baker.
one I know nothing about.
Look at it. Look at this with the Star Trek.
More role models. Yeah, hell yeah.
And then look at all the comics.
Guys, Annual. Yes.
Yeah.
That's my boy right there.
Yeah, I know. Look at Howard the Duck. Still better love story than Twilight.
That's right.
Yep.
That's pretty nice, dude. There's Superman.
You know, they say Leah Thompson's still pulling feathers out of her teeth.
I was in love with Heather. Or not Heather.
Back to the Future.
Wow. Yes, there you go.
Where does he get those wonderful toys?
That's right.
Look at Stone Cold right
Oh,
there.
well. That's pretty cool, man.
This is
funny. You've got a Doctor Who over there with the I Want You stuff on it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Notice I ended at Capaldi right there. So.
Yeah. Well, this is the deal. I'm just not a. I'm not a Doctor Who fan. I've never seen it, so.
Yeah.
Now I'm not poo-pooing on it at all. My stepson swears by that show, just loves it, thinks it's the most awesome thing in the world. But I just never have gotten into it.
I think Doctor Who's one of those things where you're either way in deep on it or you hadn't gotten into it yet.
Right.
Well, you can't get into it no more because they destroyed it. Yeah.
What I hear,
according to Jed, this is not the best time to get into it.
No,
if you want to get into it, get into Classic Who. So.
Yeah, there you go. What, Matt?
I was just going to say, there's always the old episodes. For any franchise that you don't like or think is too, modern audience-y now, you can always revisit the old stuff.
Watch the old stuff, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
third and fourth Doctor, two best Doctors in a classic. So.
Thank you, sir. Awesome one. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, got to 400. I'm actually at 407 now. I've actually I'm steadily gaining. And for me, it's just staying with a regular schedule. People know when I'm coming on. They know what I try and stick to the same schedule. Now it's changed since I started being off on Saturdays. 404. Is that what you got? Because I saw 407 earlier.
Well, he's talking about the web page error.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Okay. See, that's a Matt joke right there. Went right over my head.
Oh my god.
Well, I would say, Joe, when you get to 409, you'll really be cleaning up.
Right.
And if anybody wanted to see what that was that we saw, there's the webpage. There's the show right.
You got it? Okay. All right. Let's see. What did you put back here for me, Wade? What do you got there?
I put my clip that I just made 2 days ago.
Okay. All right. A short. You're short with is this Pickle Guy, whatever the hell his name is?
Pickle
Is that what it is?
Which one?
Well, it's a Detroit Lion. You've been playing with the Detroit Lions here lately.
Yes, that one.
Okay.
I make too many of them that I can't remember.
I hear you, brother. I hear you. Hang on, let's see. Yeah, he's always got the biggest, ugliest quarterback in the world. Who was laughing so loud? That's crazy. Check this out. Who is that?
That's
a voiceover.
That's a voiceover?
That's a voiceover, yeah.
He added
It's an add-on.
Okay. Well, that's crazy, man.
That quarterback had a little Jared Lorenzen look going on about him.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Definitely. He always makes that guy. What's his name? Pickle? Mr. Pickle?
Pickle Wade.
Pickle Wade. That's it. Wade, did you lose your voice again? What's the deal, bro?
No, I was trying to show the second one is the first video I put up.
I see. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on here. He says, Oh, someone says,
Hey, Joe, you might want to put me in. Oh, no.
Oh, what do you got, man? What do you got? What are you doing?
I'm not really sure. I finished it, and I don't know what it's doing.
Oh, no. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I don't. You turned around.
Look out.
I literally don't know what it's doing.
88 miles per hour.
Awesome.
Oh, no.
Can you put out the fire with the hose?
Yeah,
you can.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Oh my god! Hang on, I gotta clean up this fire, guys. I gotta do that. I didn't know this is legit. The first time I've done this one. This is live. I did not know this thing, and we need to get rid of the evidence. So
you better.
That's
cool. The question is, do the Iranian terrorists show up?
Right?
Are you Libyan terrorists?
You better check your six, bro.
Yeah. I can't. There's an invisible wall right here. I can't go anywhere.
Oh no! That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
We got Marty Doc and Doc Rivers here.
Oh man.
What is it? Yeah, Doc Rivers, right? 88 miles.
I'm cleaning the clock tower next.
Cleaning the clock tower, are you?
Yeah, that's the next build.
Power washing.
Wow.
Only here, folks, do you see stuff like this. And sure enough, it's a dirty. What the hell did they have a bonfire in front of the fucking clock tower? What is the deal? Why'd that get so dirty? Man, that's cool.
That is the modern day version.
Is it now? Where did you get this game from? Steam?
This is on Steam. Yeah, this is on Steam. This is actually a DLC. The Back to the Future DLC costs like $7 extra, but yeah. And so you just clean up the scenery. I cleaned up Doc Brown's van first, and then I did the car, and now I'm doing the clock tower. So I'm not really.
I have to ask the same question: where in the hell are the terrorists, bro? Where are they at?
Dude,
well, I got these cannons right here to protect me if I need to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
From what I've heard, there's been a lot filmed at that town square.
Yeah, there has.
Over the years. There has been.
And you can actually go to that still. Ooh, I've been there several times.
Cool. Really?
Yeah, I've been there. I've taken pictures right in front of.
Where's it at?
At Universal Studios.
Is it? It's on the studio lot.
Okay. Back lot at Universal Studios that they made. It's still up to this day.
I can play this game. I have it on. Game Pass.
And it's at Hollywood, not in Florida.
It's just a relaxing game. It really is, because you can actually, especially if you put the sound on and you have the hose going, it's just the water sound. It's ASMR.
Yeah.
See, when I want to relax, I pull out Red Dead Redemption 2 and go on a hunt trip. That's right, online, because it's gorgeous, and you're going from basically Louisiana, where my camp is, and everything, all the way up into Canada, basically. It's pretty cool. I enjoy that one.
I really liked driving around in Night City in Cyberpunk.
Really,
listening to the music in that, especially the Night City theme song, whatever it's called.
Right.
Listening to that while driving around when it's like raining and stuff, you got the reflections of the ground. Like it's very immersive. So that's I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
and you tend to drive with traffic too, instead of just blowing through everything, because you're just
right. It's that chill.
I've done the same thing in several Grand Theft Autos where I just drive and I obey traffic laws and
even stoplights and.
Yeah.
You know what? I do that in No Man's Sky, where you just go on the planet and you just chill and you fly your ship throughout the planet and everything else. So
it's one of those things where you're done kind of playing the game, but you don't want to stop the game, so you just kind of or you're just taking a break from the grind or just the missions and stuff like that. But you still want to actually play the game because it's so good.
I'll tell you okay. For instance, if you watch the last time I played. Who was on with me? Was it you, Jed, that was on with me the last time I played Red Dead Redemption 2?
I was there briefly.
Were you? I can't remember who was on with me that night, but I was sitting there playing this thing, and I decided to play the storyline. And
I was there for a bit.
Yeah. I didn't get anything done the first hour trying to play the fucking storyline. Didn't get shit done. And I said, man, fuck this. I'm going over to the online. And when I was online, I had my moonshine stolen from me by a bunch of dudes. I was trying to make a moonshine run. I was showing somebody my bar. I can't remember who it was that was on with me. But anyway, I had my bar, showed that off, got the band playing music. Got my moonshine taken from me right there in the middle of friggin' Valentine. They shot me down right in the middle of Valentine, stole my fucking moonshine. They left my horse, but they took the whole wagon and everything else, right? What the hell else happened? I took out an outlaw camp, and I was just doing stuff left and right, man. Yeah. You can be in the middle of something that quick when you're playing online, but that storyline, you're just you got to go to this point, find this person. Nah, I'd rather play that game online. I like the online version of it better. I really do. Yeah.
When it works,
Well, they patched it so many times now that it works pretty good, dude. It's really good now.
Yeah, but that storyline is great.
Yeah, I know. I want to finish it. It's just I'm not going to do it online anymore. Yeah. You know, I'm not going to do it for a show because that's just boring. I know that. I'd like to wipe out that first hour of that show. It was just dumb. You know,
it's like the GTA 5 single player storyline is good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think it's as good as 4, but I really liked 4's storyline because it was.
I still think Vice City was the best one.
You had you had the immigrant who comes here and he's trying to do, straighten out his life, and he keeps getting sucked into the wrong life.
Mm-hmm.
His cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Nico! Let's go bowling, cousin.
I'll tell you what I really enjoyed is on YouTube. I hadn't watched it anytime recently, but the guys that do mods on GTA 5 and then do races.
Oh yeah,
really?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Those are because some of the mods that they put in, like the different ramps and stuff they put in for those races, are they're out there. They are really
and they'll do crazy stuff like it'll change your vehicle every couple seconds or something like that. So they'll be like on a motorcycle, and then they'll be in a jet plane, and then they'll be not in a jet. They'll be on a scooter, and then they'll be on a bicycle, and then they'll just be walking. Like it's random what it changes into. So it's really funny.
Yeah.
Well, and they also talked crap the entire time they raced, which was funny.
Yeah. Of course. That's half the fun, right?
Yeah.
All the time. Yeah.
I watch.
I'm sorry.
I'll say I watch. There's another YouTuber called Gopher that I watch that does all the Let's Plays, and I watch all his stuff.
Really?
It's if you want to watch somebody going through a game,
mm-hmm.
and you don't want to play it yourself, I recommend him.
Did you see my walkthroughs?
Of which one?
Of what game?
Of the Dishonored series.
No, I haven't seen that. No.
It's on mine. But
I'll check it out.
Walkthroughs don't do well, at least from my point of view. That's why I went away from it.
Dude, you got to have a little bit of pizzazz and shit when you do walkthroughs.
Yeah, you got to role play.
Yeah, you got to be like Markiplier and shit.
You got to have those mods that like turn Resident Evil characters into SpongeBob SquarePants.
You guys are mentioning mods that friend of mine now. Knock knows these guys, but I've been playing with Northern and the Great Pumpkin is what we knew him on DCUO. His name's Kevin. Been playing Baldur's Gate, and on the PlayStation, it's not moddable yet. But apparently, there was a news article that dropped here last week that they're bringing mods to the PlayStation version of it. And my buddy was all hyped. I was kind of hyped too, man, because some of the stuff that you can do. I mean, didn't you tell me, John, that the max level of your characters is 12 on the console?
On the base game, it's 12. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're modding, you can get it up to what?
20.
20. Wow, that's bizarre. Yeah, and I see a lot of the gameplay videos on Baldur's Gate. And they've always got these great looking outfits and stuff. And I know those are all mods. They got it. Yeah. There's no way. Because I've never seen any of this stuff in the game, But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm going to see. Well, I'm sure we're going to have to buy them, right? They're not going to have them out there for free, I'm sure.
No, mods are usually free.
Yeah. Really? Bethesda, you can thank Bethesda because Bethesda is the one that led the charge on having mods on consoles.
Yeah, Fallout and Skyrim.
Fallout and Skyrim were the first two.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And when they released the mod tools for Starfield's going to get them.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Cool. Starfield. What's the matter? What's the matter?
It needs something.
It needs something?
It needs mods.
Are you still playing it?
Yeah.
John? Are you still playing
it? I haven't in a while.
Yeah.
But it's not that I don't want to play it. It's just, A, I don't have time right now, and B, I'm doing, the only gaming I'm doing is for the channel pretty much.
Yeah, because once again, like the reason why you're not seeing Matt very much and you see John sporadically now is because both of them just got new jobs, man, and they are back to the working grind, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, My schedule's changed where I got the weekends off, and I'm actually thinking about doing something in this time slot on Saturdays, but I'm not going to do it right away, I don't think. If I do, I'll let you guys know, but I just, I think this time slot has got a lot of potential because Flashcast starts at around 9, and a lot of people tune into that thing. And including me, I want to watch that show at 9. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Flashcast is pretty damn funny. And the hardest working man in show business is on there now, Tom. Have you noticed that? He's on Flashcast every week now. Yeah. And I never used to see him on there. Knock, if you need something entertaining to watch and you're staying up late doing stuff, turn that on. You'll enjoy it, man. They're a lot of fun, especially that Star Wars girl when she shows up on there.
Hey, Joe, I put the walkthrough in the our side of the chat.
Okay, sure. I will put that link in there for them so they can check it out. This is the Dishonored walkthrough that Real Wade Nation did. By the way, guys, definitely want to subscribe to these guys' channel.
Yeah, please come watch my 9-year-old video. I would greatly appreciate it. It'll really boost me.
You are so silly. He hasn't started a channel yet, guys. But when he does, trust me, it's going to.
How dare you? My 2 videos are legendary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So what now? To go back to that, what do you guys think about PvP in video games? Do you enjoy it? Do you not enjoy it?
Depends on the game.
I don't like PvP at all.
I grew out of PvP myself. I used to be a Call of Duty guy, in all those war games. Not so much Battlefield, it was too big for me. But Call of Duty, I was right. The Prestiging, all that stuff. Call of Duty, Black Ops 2 was probably my most played one. Yeah, I was all for that stuff. But I think the problem, and I think Destiny was probably the biggest one where I noticed it, where PvP was, and DCUO was kind of the same way too. PvP was dictating what happened in PvE.
Yeah.
So if you had a super awesome weapon that was a meta weapon that it takes forever, because a lot of games in Destiny, they take a while to get. I never got Gallonhorn before it got nerfed, which pissed me off.
Oh, I got
Gallonhorn is a big rocket launcher one you had to have in your group, or people wouldn't pick you up in LFG. Like, really? You had to have that rocket launcher, or people would be like, we have 4 or 5 Gallonhorns, so we need more Gallonhorn people. So if you don't have one, you're like shit out of luck. If you had the second best rocket launcher, it wasn't enough. Like, you had to, in order to get into a group. But but there was one pistol, like it was like a poison pistol that everyone loved to use it, but they used it in PvP so much that they nerfed it, and that carried over to PvE. So there was just PvP to me, depending, like these guys mentioned earlier, depending on what games you're playing. But if you also do the PvE side, PvP dictates what happens over there too, which it shouldn't, but it does.
See, that's what I finally got that I'm glad WoW finally did it. It used to be the same way in WoW, where stuff would get nerfed because of PvP.
Yeah.
And it would screw up PvE, and I'm like, well, I don't play PvP. I hate PvP or PvP.
Right.
So they finally, and I've been from practically the beginning, my mantra on the forums was always they need to tune PvP and PvE separate, and they finally did that.
Well, they did that in DCUO from the start. You had to have a different weapon set, power set, all of that stuff.
Different gear, you
had to do totally different loadouts of your skill points and everything. They definitely separated it. You batting 400, Joe? Yeah, that's pretty good batting average. Thanks, Tim. By the way, hang on a second. Wait.
Yeah, I was about to say we got to do the thing. We got to do the thing.
Man. It's my boy.
There are some who call me Tim.
That's my man. What's going on, bro? It's good to see you. I just saw this was on. Yeah, I just planned it earlier this week. It was very short notice. I've been late. Actually, I hit 400, Tim, a couple weeks ago. This is late. really is. These guys just decided to come on and hang out with me for a couple.
No,
hours.
I knew last night.
Yeah, I know you did. I know you did.
And Joe, you have earned all 400 subscribers.
Oh yeah,
you've put in a lot of time.
Yep.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I just try
the schedule. Yeah, for sure.
I've got everybody. Anytime you want to see it, all you have to do is go to the page, and it's got the schedule. As soon as I'm done with a stream, I automatically create the next stream for that next week and keep the schedule up so people can. Now you'll notice that, like, okay, hang on a second. I will show you for sure what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know, but some people might not know what I'm talking about.
We got a whole audience. We got to.
Yeah, we got a whole audience.
Yeah.
Anyway, so right here, you see the next one I'm doing is the Brothers Hack the Matrix right here, right? And then I'm playing a couple of video game streams in a row, wrestling, then football. And then we got State of the Atmosphere, right? And it's got the classic one that I put up a long time ago. I put that straight up first thing, but that's going to change. I'm going to put on there the current stuff that's going to be on, but I just put that on there as a placeholder so anybody visiting the channel knows what's coming. Then you got stuff like the one I did for last week's show, right? And change it. I change it the day of the show, right before I do social media. That's when I change it. But yeah. I try to stay consistent with the times that I'm going to be on so people will know when they can tune in and see me. And like I was saying earlier, Wookie really gave me some good advice about making some videos. I just got to find the same time to make them. I really want my New Year's resolution, was to work on my comic book more during the week. And I'm just, I'm having a hard time getting around to it, but I'm going to find the time. I'm going to do it. I've been going through a change of schedule, so I'm giving myself a break.
And football season's over.
And football season's over now, so there's no excuse. I got Sundays
now. No Thursday
now.
Night football. No Monday Night Football. Nope.
That's it. None of that stuff. So, yep. So I've got a lot of extra time on my hands now. So I'm gonna get to work on some of this stuff and get some evergreen videos out there. And once I get to 500. That's when I think I've got a couple of placeholders as far as channels. Let me see.
You mean no football till end of March?
End of March, yes, absolutely. But I've got 2 channels ready to go, and I think I put one friggin' thing on each one. Joe's Atmosphere rerun, where I want to put clips from our live shows in there, right? About certain subjects, kind of like what Nerdrotic does. He's got Nerdrotic Daily, which is it's just clips from his live shows, right? I want to keep this the live channel, and then I've got Papa Joe Gamer as another one, just to put gaming stuff on, and that's when I'm going to concentrate on moving some of this stuff around. You know what I mean? But I want to get to 500 on this one before I do it. But
I actually made a second channel.
Did you? What are you
doing?
I have
a third one.
Yeah. What are you doing?
It's called Late to the Party. I planned on doing old retro games and stuff on there.
There you go.
Ooh,
yeah, that's cool.
I just haven't had time to even mess with my regular channel. So, but I mean, that's you
got to adjust the schedule. You got to, just find the time. I mean, once you're fixing to move, John. So, I mean, you got to get through that and everything. But once you're ready to concentrate on it, I'm sure you'll do fine with that stuff. I want to see what you're playing too, because that's what I try to do with Papa Joe Gamer. I try to play. I've got to fix my PS3, and I'll show you guys this here in a minute, because I do want to show you some of the changes I made to the studio. And we'll do that towards the end of the show. But I've got to, I got that soldering gun so I can fix this PS2, right? I want to get back to some of my PS2 games, because I really want to show you guys Arena League Football. That game's off the chain. If you ever played that on EA, it's nuts, man. That is crazy. I've got the.
It's in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
yes.
You know what I'm really looking forward to this summer?
Oh, we all are.
Oh yeah, everybody.
Believe that. Believe that. I'm not going to pre-order it, but
I probably won't either, but I'm getting it. Believe me, as soon as
Lies, you're gonna get it day one.
Guess what arrives Tuesday?
What?
What's that?
A little thing called a PS5.
Nice.
I'm
nice.
upgrading.
We can play Madden, dude.
Yep.
We'll get one of the older ones. We can get. Well, I guess the last one I played with you was 22, wasn't it? Knock, I think.
That sounds right. That's the last one I have.
It is.
I did buy it on.
No, I got 23.
I did buy it on credit, but I don't have to start making payments till April. So
right. The problem with us getting together to play Madden is this: I don't want to shell out new game prices because they constantly put the same damn game out. Yeah. So I'd say at least a year old game, like 23.
Just get 23 and call it good. I'm not even gonna get 24, and I'm gonna switch over to college.
Well, what I'm saying,
I never got 24 too.
The problem with it is this, and I'm so proud of you, Knock, for never buying 24. You too, Wade.
I never did.
I did get 24 with it, and I get Spider-Man with the PS4. I got Gran Turismo 7, PS5.
Yeah.
I got Gran Turismo 7. I got Madden 24. I got what is it? God of War Ragnarok.
Well, there you go. I hear that's a good game.
There was something else. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, there was something else. Another game I got that I wanted that was a PS. Last of Us Remastered Part 2 because I've got Part 1 on PC.
Right. Okay. Well, this is what I was going to say about that. We can get we have to get one at least a year old, but not too old because they drop server support after about, what is it, Knock, about 4 years, maybe 5?
I don't know. I never go. I don't do what you do and go back.
Oh, dude, so I still play my favorite one, man. 2015. I play that.
I move on to the next year, and the only time I go back is when I'm playing you or I'm watching old clips.
That's it. Right.
I'm sure I can pick up like 23 for like $10 or $15. So
yeah, we're gonna be able to get it cheap. Yeah, and we'll have to get one. We'll have to set up a franchise and play, man. That'd be fun. That'd be a good stream to do.
We'll get a couple years out of Joe, and then he'll get bored, and then.
Oh God, it's not that I get bored. My God, Knock.
He stops trying, and then it gets super boring. So that's when I stop playing. And then we take a hiatus, and then we come back in a few months. We do it again. And
I only have a chance to get him in the first couple of seasons, John, because what he does is he manipulates the draft to where he gets like 6 of the first fucking round picks and
I haven't done
nothing but speed, and I can't cover him anymore. I cannot keep up with these guys.
It makes it a lot more difficult to do the trade.
You know what you need to do, Joe? You gotta make a 400-pound quarterback.
We can't do creative. We do creative drafts. But people have created, but we cannot do creative players.
So what?
We didn't create players. No.
We don't cheat, Wade. We use what's available.
Yeah, Wade only knows how to cheat. So
I am going to Sunday game stream sometime, maybe mid-afternoon. I hear you, man. I hear you. Actually, right now I'm playing Baldur's Gate with friends, and I'd rather not put them on stream because they're my bros and they're not YouTubers, and I don't know. They might do it, but
you forgot about spring football.
Oh yeah, I know it's coming. I know. I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to it this time. I kind of sporadically watched the last couple of years. The one I watched the most was the USFL. I think that was the best league they had. Knock and I had opposing teams in the championship game. I think didn't New Orleans make it to the championship game first year?
They did the first year, yeah.
New Birmingham,
with the Breakers and the Birmingham Stallions.
Yeah. So, but now that the XFL and the USFL have merged to make the UFL, the United Football League, which is USFL. The United States Football League was the name of it, but they were based out of Birmingham, Alabama.
That first year they only played in one city.
Right, they played in Birmingham. That was it. Yeah.
XFL they had like 4 cities or something, like 3 or 4 cities.
Yeah.
especially in St. Louis. Oh man,
St. Louis, 30,000 plus people at an XFL game. What the fuck?
They were gonna do XFL here too.
Oh, they're gonna have 50,000 at the Battlehawks season opener.
Yeah, they had to
Guarantee.
expand it. Yeah,
that's awesome. But the 80s USFL or the newer one, we're talking about the newer one, buddy. Yeah. I remember
now it's UFL. So
the USFL started a couple of years ago. They've had 2 seasons, right?
Yep.
Not, I believe.
Yep.
The XFL had 1 season. It was last year, and they have been merged now, and they're called the UFL. And they'll be starting in March. So we've got football on the way.
And why did they merge again?
Probably
for a better chance
to both of the leagues, first of all, and get better games, because you're going to have a talent pool that's better. Yeah, you're going to get.
It had to happen because they wouldn't have survived separately. It's just not spring league. Is real. It's so difficult to start a spring league. It really is. It is. And
the one that you're talking about. Hang on a second, real quick, guys. Let me address this real fast, though. Tim, the 80s USFL, I remember because we had a Shreveport team. We had the Shreveport Steamer. And it was a picture of a riverboat on the side of their helmet. They had Green Bay Packers colors. They had yellow helmets with green jerseys. Yeah. My dad used to take us to the Shreveport Steamer games. Yeah. It was pretty cool.
Well, now I'm conflicted because I got the XFL and the USFL. I got the DC Defenders, right? Who I supported for XFL, and I have the Birmingham Stallions now in the other league.
Yeah, but not all the teams are going to make it, right? Have we? Matter of fact, let me look this up and see.
What do you mean not make it? They're in the UFL. There are teams that got cut. Not that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
The new league, but both of those teams are. So now,
both of them. So you're conflicted, right?
Yeah, they're in 2 different conferences. I guess they have a conference team in each one. But
well, the best thing about the Battlehawks is it says "fuck you, Sam Kroenke."
Yeah, it does. The owner of the damn Rams.
Of the Rams, yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, guys, this is what you got to look forward to. If you're a football fan like the rest of us here at Joe's Atmosphere, we are big fans, and this is what you got to look forward to. We got the schedule. Here's the teams right here. Let's go to that.
Yeah, the Birmingham Stallions and the Arlington Renegades were both the championship teams, so they would play each other their first game of the season.
Yeah.
Of this series.
Let's see. You can't just go and look at the teams? Guess not. Yeah, they've got, it's new, so they've got some.
I think ESPN, well, you don't like to go there, but I think ESPN has a UFL tab.
Do they? Okay.
Battlehawks are playing the Panthers. Okay.
Yeah, this is week 1. You got the Birmingham Stallions versus the Arlington Renegades. You got the St. Louis Battlehawks versus the Michigan Panthers. DC Defenders, yeah, they both made it. Versus the San Antonio Brahmas. San Antonio Brahmas, I believe that's the one The Rock owns. Pretty sure that's his team.
Yeah,
well, The Rock owns the whole thing. I mean,
well, yeah, I know, but I'm pretty sure he's. These guys aren't owned. I don't think he owns all the teams.
He owns the league.
Well, I know.
Yeah, he owns the league. Yeah,
but Memphis Showboats versus the Houston Roughnecks, and that's what I want to show is
last year. Wade Phillips was the coach of the Houston Roughnecks.
Who was?
Wade Phillips.
Wade Phillips, man. Let's see. Let me think about this. Some former players have been coaches in this thing too.
Hines Ward.
Hines Ward. I was just about to ask who the
Rod Woodson was a coach.
Rod Woodson. Yeah.
Did you see who went back?
I think Bob Stoops coached in one of these leagues too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
I think it was. I think that was Birmingham.
Did you hear who decided to go back to the Battlehawks? I think.
Oh, Karen.
Yeah.
McCarron.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He loved playing there. He loved playing because he was starting. He loved playing there.
Did they move to Cleveland? No.
And Bob Stoops is coaching the Arlington Renegades.
Okay.
I gotta go.
With them when they won last year.
All right, Wade.
All right, see you later, Wade.
You got anything you want to push before you get out of here, buddy?
Not tonight. I'll let you have all the stuff.
Okay.
The glory.
I appreciate it, Wade. I do.
Wow, he's not pimping shit for.
If you got something you want to push, man, I want you to push it. What you got?
I just have something new coming out, but it's not official yet. So you already saw it, the sample, but I'll reveal it later.
Quick, man? Take me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. He's got some stuff. I believe your cousin. Didn't you tell me it's your cousin?
Yeah.
He's a really good artist, man, and he's working on T-shirt stuff for him.
So I decided he just has to color it and finish it, and then it will be up hopefully soon.
Well, hang on. I said it would take me a second, but my gosh. Okay, there it is. Sometimes I get lost in all these saved pages that I've got here. Let's see. Where am I at? Okay. Oh, God, that's too big. Excuse me. Reset. Here we go. And you put that on what? My page, right?
Yeah. I can't.
And he just disappeared on me. Which one did you put it in?
It was just check them all.
Yeah, I'm going to. I don't remember which one he put it in.
I just saw that Madam Web on there, and it reminded me. I hate that I missed Wednesday with the because I did get to see Madam Web. A week ago.
Could have used you, Matt. Could have used you.
Yeah.
Check Twitter. Twitter.
Oh, Joe, you went in the Discord channel right there.
Yeah, I'm retarded.
But
I hate
what
it.
else? While you're looking for that, Joe, what I was going to say about Madam Web that I've been meaning to tell you guys is, I don't know if it came up on your show, but the voice dubbing of the villain
go down
is one of the worst things I've ever seen in a film.
See that little call button right there? Okay.
Hit that. Disconnect.
Yeah, hit that,
okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
What do you mean
I'm dumb when it comes to this. Oh well, I'll show it another time, man. I can't find it right now, brother.
No, I sent it to Twitter.
It was in the State of the Atmosphere thing, Joe.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, big. Anyway, he's got a new T-shirt design coming out that looks pretty cool. It's got a little puppy dog on it with a.
They'll have two of them
with a choker with his WN on it. So look forward to that.
It'll be like a color, not a choker. But you'll see it.
I've shared it.
Oh, did you? Okay, got it. There we go. Yeah, man. He's a pretty good artist, dude. He's a good sketch artist.
Okay. So basically, the final will have the two of them together.
Okay.
Okay, because I like that lower one better of the two.
Yeah, me too.
I like them both, so I was like, I told them to put them together, but I like how they are. I
want them all, and I want them.
Got to catch them all. Got to catch them all. All right, Wade. Well, listen, thanks for coming by, man, and I appreciate all your support, dude. And you know what? I'll push your stuff every time I can when I see it. So you take it easy, brother.
Hey, talk to you later.
All right, take care.
Bye, Wade.
That's too big. Something any woman has never said. Oh. God.
Yeah.
You guys don't let me miss. You don't miss a trick when I say something. I swear to God, man.
No slack.
No slack.
No,
I get none.
Especially when he was doing the drawing show, he would slip up, and I'm like, "What, Joe?" And then he's like, "Motherfucker!" And then he's like, "What? I gotta edit this motherfucker now."
Yeah, Madam Web. Yeah, we had differing opinions. I thought it was okay. I don't. It has huge plot holes.
Well,
are you sure about that?
Matt, the one that cracked me up the most, brother, was her driving that busted up taxi around half the fucking show. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow, you got to be kidding me. They haven't caught her yet. There's some shitty cops in New York. I got to tell you, man. Jesus.
I just the way they did the villain's voice with the overdubbing, where anytime he would speak, he'd have his head turned away from the camera.
Yeah.
My theory on that is that, at least this is a theory that I read on Reddit after watching the movie, was that his original target was Peter Parker.
Really?
And so that they had to change that after they filmed it to instead be Madam Web's, teenage girlfriend.
3 girls, right? Yeah, the girls.
So, and that may be why you don't see the villain speak a lot, or when he's speaking, it's obviously that it's recorded later.
Right, it's overdubbed. Yeah,
yeah,
big time. Yeah.
That and I guess the other thing that I didn't like about it is most of even though this is set in like 2003, most of the music is from the 90s.
Yeah, I thought it was in the 90s. We were talking about it. I thought it was in the 90s.
Yep.
But I couldn't remember. I just know it said 15 years earlier. So 15 years from what? Like, I don't know if they gave a year in it or not. I thought it was early 2000s, but
when it hits streaming it'll probably be a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Well, weeks. Yeah. It's probably going to be.
You're not missing anything, man.
Yeah, you're not missing anything.
I don't know. I did like it. I thought it was. I thought there wasn't a lot of a lull in it. I thought there was enough action in it to keep you interested.
Yeah.
I just took it for what it was. Maybe I'm just getting. Maybe, and here's the thing. Maybe I've just lowered my bar. Maybe that's it.
That's possible because they forced us to lower it here lately. Yeah.
Desensitized by the. Maybe they did it. Maybe the liberals did it. They did it to me. I become, I didn't, because you could draw things from it. Like here again, we have the women going against the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
You can draw that, whatever. Mm-hmm. But and I mentioned it on Wednesday night. It's like there wasn't man hating in this one.
No, there wasn't.
It was just them trying to get away from the bad guy, and then and Joe mentioned it. It sucked that we only got dream sequences of them in the suits.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I wanted to see the black suited friggin' the Sydney Sweeney character with the red hair.
That was
right, and that was, and to me that was the thing. Like, why don't you just cast 15-year-olds? Well, I don't think they went into this thinking we're going to wait 3 years for them to become women. We want to have women, and then once we play them when it's present time.
20-year-olds play teenagers in Hollywood.
Right. Yeah. But how many teenagers play adults? It doesn't really work that way. So you would have to wait for them to grow up in order to do another movie with them. Where in this case,
if you're going to make a franchise. Hang on, guys. Matt was going to say something real quick.
Sorry, Matt.
You got, Matt?
Oh no, I was just going to say, are you guys trying to tell me that Luke Perry wasn't in high school when he did Beverly Hills 90210?
Yeah, everybody was older than they were in Beverly Hills 90210.
I think Luke Perry was 40 when he did that.
You mean Johnny Depp wasn't a teenage cop? What?
I do think we brought up Twilight with the what's his face, the vampire that went back to high school.
Right?
I think that guy.
Yeah, you want to talk about? Oh man.
No, Madam Web. It was, in my opinion, it was not woke.
No,
I didn't think so.
It was just broke.
But when the four girls were together, oh my God! If anything was right about this movie, is the way they wrote those three girls. The estrogen was pouring off the fucking screen. They were bitching. I was like, wow, yeah, I couldn't take this for more than 5 minutes. Oh my God, and I could see why she would, why Dakota Johnson's character was just cringing around the bunch. You know what I mean? Because she's the older person, right? But
also Dakota Johnson gets it. She gets that she didn't make The Godfather,
right?
Whenever she was doing press for this, she didn't try to, ham it up or anything.
Yeah, I don't think this movie hurts anybody. I don't. The only person that hurts is the director and the writer. That's the only ones that it hurts.
Once again, they didn't read a comic book.
Yeah, right.
I love how all these fucking idiotic fucking directors don't read any of the fucking Marvel comic books and then put a fucking movie out and go, hey, the fans know you fucking idiot. We're not going to like it.
All right, buddy.
Man, come on, man.
Well, in fairness,
making John lose his headset.
Was not going to make a lot of money, even if it was.
But Tim says Sydney Sweeney has huge tracts of land. Yeah. They definitely strapped those puppies down in that.
Yeah.
Sure. But
Gundam also said
they had to nerf her,
Yeah, they had to nerf her. She was.
But you see what I'm saying? They're like they were planning on her being in a movie present time, relatively soon after that. I mean, I'm sure that was the plan. That's why they got her and not an actual 15-year-old. Where they would have to wait for them to grow up before they can be in that kind of movie.
Yep, for sure. But yeah, it's it is what it is. It's not the worst movie ever. It's not the greatest movie ever. I like Morbius better than that one.
Wow.
A lot of people didn't like Morbius.
I didn't get the hate on that one
you want to talk about lowering the bar? I mean, it's
the bar's so low on Morbius that it's practically under the asphalt.
Well, I just dug that they made him look like the character in the book. They did a great job.
It's the only thing they did properly.
I know. It has nothing to do with it.
I was thinking about that. And I don't know if it's so much hero fatigue, which it could be, superhero movie fatigue, but
I don't think
to me, I think it's like origin story fatigue. Like I think, or one-off movie fatigues where, Eternals, like that really didn't go anywhere. Yeah. Thor: Love and Thunder, like where is that going? Just kind of like it's just these single thing where we don't see any kind of connection between these movies. They're just kind of one-offs, and that's just not, especially with how good they did. They spoiled us with Endgame and that whole arc.
Right? Yes, because people actually read the comics.
I was fixing to say, it's come out later, guys, and I'm not sure if you know this or not, but the guy that came up with that whole plan all the way up to Endgame is working for DC now. It came out that James Gunn is the one that suggested all this to these people and gave them a roadmap to go by.
And here's the good thing. So James Gunn reads fucking comic books.
Hello. Yeah, he does. So
James Gunn just cast his brother as Maxwell Lord.
Yeah.
Did he?
So
really? The guy from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, Sean Gunn is now Maxwell Lord.
Really?
And I don't know who that is.
Now, I don't know DC. I will never say I know what's going on in DC.
Oh, so that's going to be interesting to see what version of Max that is, John.
It's still not a good casting.
Yeah.
Although, if you take how he acted in not Reacher, what was it? The Terminal List.
The Terminal List? Okay.
Yeah, I think he can actually. I think he could pull it off. He just doesn't have that look.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
he's a good actor, though.
He's very much a character actor, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's not a leading man, but Maxwell Lord's a background villain anyway.
And
so yeah,
actually, he's a major villain.
Is he?
He manipulated the entire Justice League for years.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Okay.
But will it be a worse casting than Jesse Eisenberg for Lex Luthor?
Okay, yeah, Lex was horrible, so I don't. It's definitely better than
to me.
That.
That's like a bad casting. I don't know.
Well, Ruben, you'll be getting here right at the end, man. So go ahead and come on whenever you want to. Go ahead. It's good to see you, man. This Superman Legacy movie, I'm getting worried about it.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. At this point, James Gunn, I like the Suicide Squad, the more recent one, and I love the show Peacemaker. Oh my God, the Peacemaker is.
I haven't finished that one yet. I watched a few episodes.
So
it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Yeah,
I would enjoy Peacemaker more if it was a little less vulgar, just a little bit.
Yeah.
I want more.
What were you going to say, man?
I was going to say I saw the logo for Superman's chest. It's the Kingdom Come signal.
Really?
Superman's, yeah. They teased. I saw a picture of it. Somebody slipped me a picture of it, and I was
actually, if it's the same one I saw, it's not so much Kingdom Come as it looks more like the original 30s.
Yeah, but if you go back, like 6 months ago, James Gunn put a thing making plans, and they had the Kingdom Come Superman right there in the center. With all the Kingdom Come background, I was like, but
Now Kingdom Come, you guys bear with me. My only exposure to Kingdom Come is I did a little bit of reading whenever Brandon Routh played the Kingdom Come Superman in the CW crossover, which I thought was really cool. But why would you start the franchise with an old Superman? That doesn't sound right to me.
That's the thing is he's stated he's taken this from All-Star Superman. Yeah. That's the Superman he's building.
And what is that for those of us that don't know?
All-Star Superman is a one-off Elseworlds graphic novel where basically Superman absorbs way too much energy from the sun
Okay.
And he's going to die. So he goes and deals with everything he needs to deal with, knowing that he's dying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sun cancer?
Oh, wow.
So, like, taking care of Lois, making sure the
making
sure,
sure the Earth's going
That
to
would
be
definitely
safe.
change your outlook on things.
It's an awesome comic. I have it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. Well, here's the thing that makes me kind of worry about it. The thing that makes me worry about it is they've mentioned all these characters coming into it, and it's a Superman movie. I mean, we've heard that Nathan Fillion's going to play Guy Gardner in it.
What? He should be Hal Jordan.
I understand that, but that's the word. That's what they've said. That's what he's being cast as.
That's miscast right there.
They keep bringing up new characters, and I'm like, let's get a Superman movie. Let's do a Superman movie.
Well,
what is this?
The characters they've been mentioning are actually characters from Justice League International.
Okay.
You got Maxwell Lord, you got Guy Gardner, I think Fire and Ice is going to be in this.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, what if they bring Booster in, John? Oh, dude, if they bring Booster in, thank you. And they got to get somebody.
Booster's got some devout fans, man.
Oh, they got to bring somebody that's cocky as hell.
The only thing me and Knock know about Booster is he's the guy that
he's our guide.
Money. Yeah.
He's our guide in the game. Like, that's all we know about him.
The game.
He's the
one
news
of my
guy.
favorite characters.
What's up, Martin? Good to see you. All-Star Superman is
Martine.
the greatest Superman story ever. By the way, greetings, my excellent friends.
Hello.
And thanks for the congratulations, buddy.
Ruben said he's backstage show.
Is he? Okay. He's on the other side of my camera. What's up, man?
Hey,
hello. I've got this big extended middle monitor, and the camera is covering the bottom part of it. I'm sorry, man.
No. I'm doing well. This finishes stream right now. We were covering the South Carolina primary where Trump beat
everybody.
Yeah, everybody basically. So so then I've been doing well. Basically, the last 2 months have been a whirlwind of just a lot of stuff going on. I'm happy to report that I haven't had a seizure since November.
Good.
Yay.
So then December I was basically I'm still looking for work and still trying to do stuff, but then something happened at the end of the year where I met somebody online, and it's basically somebody who it was in the Vets Talking chat and decided that we're going to get married next year.
Wow, dude. That's awesome.
You're just copying me, aren't you? That's he's
living
me.
Yeah,
wow.
I was fixing to say he's got to keep. He's keeping up with the Das Wolfens. What he's doing? Yeah.
Taking my thunder. Are you getting married the day before, John? Is that what you're gonna do?
Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna sneak it in under the wire, bro?
No. Well,
enjoy the trash cans. I threw something.
Well, here's what's funny: that she wants to get married, or she wants to have a baby.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, she's younger than me. A lot younger.
Okay. Well, you go, man. Younger. We know you get all the chicks, so hey, we know what's up. We know what's up with Ruben.
Yeah,
if fish stop swimming, he comes to your house, man. Look out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
But the thing is that she wants to go back to Philly area because where she's from Baltimore. And here's where it gets kind of funny. So I met her on the chat on the New Year's Day Eve chat in the That's Talking chat. We spent New Year's Eve together online, basically talking.
Right.
And then I reached out to because she's Orthodox Jewish. So I reached out to Master of the TDS and Writing Raven, because they're Orthodox Jewish people that I've met 2 years ago in Vegas in 21.
Right.
And I told them the situation, because again, I would have to convert because I'm doing it the traditional route, getting to know her.
Right.
And then 3 weeks later, we finally figured out that, hey, we can talk. We can talk and meet with them, because I want to know the process and getting it done.
Yeah.
And then I basically told her about the girl, that she's from Baltimore, and she goes, well, I'm from Baltimore too. And I go, okay, great. She was born in Philly and all that stuff. And then what's the process? We went through her and talk it. She calls. And then we add her to this stream. We're just doing like a Zoom call. And then she goes, oh my. and then she talks to her because she's Riding Raven doesn't have a camera on her computer,
right?
But talks to her, and then I shit you not. Here's what happened.
Thank you, babe.
Here's what happened.
Listen.
Sorry.
Riding Raven and Haya, my girlfriend, my fiance, actually went to high school together.
Wow.
How about that?
What? And then it's a small world, dude. That's
and then
crazy.
she was like, "What?" And then so then basically
so she gave you the whole.
You were forgotten. You were forgotten.
Yeah.
And then they just caught.
She got the 411 on you, bro.
And then but then Riding Raven said the following to Haya. That's her name, Haya.
Yeah.
She said, "Haya, Ruben's one of the good ones. Don't let him go." So then that's the endorsement from someone that
nice, good stuff.
Yeah. Good job, man. Good
job. Here's how she looks like. I was just saying a picture of her.
Well,
no, it's not a bad picture.
No, I understand. I know better than that, goofball.
Well, it's not a dirty picture.
You better not be putting boobs on my show.
I haven't seen a dirty picture. I haven't seen
Joe never has any
so much than
Wow.
Check that chick out. She's gorgeous. Yes. That's what I'm talking about, Ruben. You go, man.
So is she an alien or something?
I'm really happy for you, man. That's great.
Well, here's the thing. Here's okay, ready? Here we go. Okay, cradle robber or cradle robber or cradle robber,
dude.
Yeah,
I will be your best self.
March 6th, coming up in 2 weeks is my 56th birthday.
That's young, man.
I know, and she just turned 26 in November.
What?
Wow.
Now, that's a big gap. But
okay. We're going to start calling you Leo DiCaprio now, okay?
Jed, don't you even. I heard you over there.
You knew what I was about to say, didn't you?
Ruben Leo Haynes over here.
That's it. Dude, he gets them all, man. He gets all the ladies.
No, but
Joe knew what I was about to say.
But you won't believe it. You won't believe how it is.
Allie just came back, so I got to hop off. So I will see you guys later. Ruben, I want to say you were great, and congratulations.
Thank you.
And I will see everyone next time, and have a good evening, everyone.
All right, John, look, keep the camera on, though. I want you to see the additions to some of the stuff in the studio. I'm going to show off here in a second, okay?
Ooh. Okay.
You take it easy. Tell Allie we all said hi, and
they all say hi.
Man. And thanks for all your help over the last couple of years. Get me to this point. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Hey, I'm all right. Take it easy.
Yep. Bye.
400.
But anyway, yeah, we're getting close to the 2-hour mark. So what I wanted to do here is show you, and I'm going to have to. One thing I love is that StreamYard now has a phone app, and I can actually come in here as a guest. I'm going to have to mute my mic to do it because there will be a massive feedback loop if I don't. But I can actually walk around the room as a guest and show you guys this stuff. Let me see.
Yeah.
There it is. I've got to get the link.
You've always been able to do that, though.
No, I know that, but they have an app for StreamYards now. I didn't.
Yeah, that's how I originally did StreamYards.
Really? Okay. I didn't know they had an app. I've always used my computer. So
Joe, while you're prepping, put me in.
Got you, man. What's going on there on power washing?
I'm cleaning the inside of the clock tower right now.
The clock tower's filthy. What the hell are they doing? There's a bunch of hobos taking over that fucking town.
Dude, it looks like somebody just fucking you put a black light up in that fucker and it will light the fuck up.
It'll go blind.
It'll look like a Jackson Pollock painting.
I did clean the clock off a little bit there. I think there's still some ground in there, but
that's crazy.
Yeah. Ruben, I don't know if you saw any of it, but I got the Back to the Future DLC. So I cleaned Doc Brown's Doc's van and then truck, and then I cleaned the actual car, the DeLorean. And we actually watched it. You got to go back and watch the video there, Ruben, because it actually when I got done cleaning it, we were able to catch it. I didn't know it was going to happen. It actually raced off and it turned around and then it went back to the future.
Oh, nice.
So we caught it on video. It's really cool.
Okay, there was a little bit of an echo there. I am backstage. Boom. There I am. I'm on 2 different devices. Now I'm fixing to switch my mics over. Hang on one second, guys. I'm gonna go to
so while he's working that, guys, enjoy some cleaning. It's just gonna clean the inside of this thing.
We're watching Serve Pro the game.
Right. Okay. So we shouldn't have a feedback loop at all now, right?
I don't hear any.
Okay, good.
Okay, now you
turn
need
this
to
up where I can hear it. And
now get it big in yourself.
You need to make it big. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get it as big as I can.
That's what she said.
Yeah, right.
Just rub it, make it bigger. Oh,
listen to you, man. Anyway, I've got to flip the camera around too. Let me see if I can do that. I'm not sure if I can. Oh yeah, here it is. Edit name. Blah, blah, blah. No, I can't. Okay. Oh yes, I can. Boom. There it is. Okay.
Yes, you can.
What's up? All right.
I was about to tell you.
Let me get this big screened real quick. Hang on. We'll go like this, and then we'll move this guy over here.
There you go.
We're all set. Okay.
Nice.
You guys can hear me okay?
Yep,
sure can.
Okay. So this is my office, guys. This is my setup. Okay.
He had to hide the porn and all the dirty shit.
No. As a matter of fact, no porn has ever seen this computer, and it will never see this computer. Thank you very much. There's one of my killer wallpapers. What's up? Yeah. A little J. Scott Campbell for you, one of my favorite artists. But anyway, yeah, this is right behind my desk.
Ooh.
Now, you guys know I am not. Let me turn this light off real quick. You guys know I am not a huge Raiders fan.
Closet Raiders fan, confirmed.
No, negative. I did that for a friend of mine that died of COVID, and the family got it back for me. I drew this back in what? I think I have the year on there, 1994. Oh. That's Jeff Hostetler was the quarterback then, and Jim Plunkett had won the last Super Bowl for the Raiders, and I put him on there too. He's a good friend of mine. He was a manager at a nightclub that I worked at. I was a bartender for 18 years. So, I did that one for him. And so when I got it back, I made it a prominent part of the studio. And then you guys know that's my favorite football player of all time, right? Steve Largent. And my Seahawks shrine is over here and everything too. But what I wanted to show you was the new additions to the signatures. You guys have seen this a lot. This is my comic book corner. It's got my Spider-Man stuff. And, of course, the drawing board's over here with all the privateer work and stuff like that. But got the comic books in the corner. My logo's up there. And the newest addition, signatures for me, was this guy. First name's Colt. I don't remember his last name, but he is the guy that played Arsenal on the CW. He played Arsenal on Arrow, and I was a big fan of that show. Anybody that knows me knows I was a big fan of that show. So
yeah, so
I'm going to start collecting. I'm going to start collecting signatures. He came, I think, last year. But the new additions over here, you guys are probably interested in. The Walking Dead wall, which is my wife's. Has changed. I had to rearrange it a little bit before the show. Of course, her pride and joy is she's one of those if Daryl dies, we riot girls. So there's her pride and joy right there. But her new additions, one of you guys let me know what this guy's name is. He played Aaron on The Walking Dead. He was the guy that recruited them to come to Alexandria. We met him this year.
He lost his hand.
What's that?
He lost his hand.
Yes, he lost his hand. Yes, he did. Whenever they were rebuilding, when they were done with the Saviors. Yeah, he sure did. I can't remember the guy's name, but he's a great voice artist.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, Ross Marquand.
Ross Marquand, that's his name. Yeah, Rhonda got this one a couple of years. No, actually, it was last year. It was the same show that I got Arsenal's cover their Colt over there. But anyway, He actually was the voice of the Red Skull in Infinity War and Endgame too. He does voice work, a lot of it, and he's really good at impressions. That's you might have thought that was Hugo Weaving, but it wasn't. It was him doing that voice in those movies. And this is one she got a couple of years ago. She got Jerry. So I don't know that actor's name either. It's like he's got 2 first names though, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I added those this week. And the reason why I'm showing this stuff is because I am putting I want to let you guys know that Knock is going to a couple of shows here soon. When are you going, Knock?
Yeah, the first one is the weekend, March 8th. That's the Awesome Con. That's in Washington, D.C. Some of the highlights I'm going to see there, Rosario Dawson, Hayden Christensen, Dean Norris. Ming Na Wen's going to be there. Charlie Cox is going to be there. So I'm going to meet them. And then the next week, the weekend right after, going down to Richmond, Virginia, and it's going to be the Galaxy Con. Some of the ones there, I'm going to see Richard Dean Anderson, William Shatner is going to be there, Ric Flair is going to be there, and you know, some other guests down there. So I'm going to be there all 3 days. It's going to be the weekend full. I already got the hotels booked and everything, and so yeah. And I'm going to get a lot of pictures. I'm going to get autographs, and I'm also going to get pictures with folks too. So.
Well, that's awesome, man. I'm looking forward to that. I think that's going to be great. Can't wait. Okay, here comes the feedback loop because I'm closing it out. Okay, there we go. All right, let me get this thing back set up to where I can communicate with you guys and get my ears on. You could talk all kinds of shit about me right now. I wouldn't even know it because my ears aren't on.
Yeah, Charlie Cox.
You know that, Joe motherfucker. You know it.
Son of a bitch.
I put my earphones in. I hear motherfucker out of Jed.
Asshole Jed. Always talking about Joe, you know.
All right, boys and girls. Anyway.
Well, hang on real quick, Joe. What are you going to say, Matt?
I was going to say Charlie Cox is to the Netflix shows what Robert Downey Jr. was to the MCU.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Films.
He sure was. And
shame he's going to be wasted, you know.
Yeah. I mean, they're totally, from what I understand, they're redoing, what's it? It's not Rebirth. It's Born Again.
Yeah, but they're going to do it.
They're supposed to, but they've totally scrapped everything they did and they're redoing it. But, you know, until they, I don't know. Look, guys, we're going to know a lot more about this stuff. It's all speculation until we see Deadpool and Wolverine. That's the one that's going to dictate what's going to happen going forward, man. You know, we're really not going to get no
as anything. It should.
Yeah, as it should. At this point, I've pretty much wrung my hands of the Marvel universe as far as films go and television. And Loki was okay. I didn't like it as much as Knock does, but it's the best thing they've done. And, you know, which is to your point earlier, Knock, the lowering of the bar, boys.
Yeah, maybe it has. Yeah, maybe it has.
Let's see. Tim says he may look like an idiot and talk like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. He really is an idiot. Yes, Tim.
I know. Joe was questioning my sanity when I was coming down from that Loki high, and I said, "Oh yeah, the Marvels is okay."
Yeah.
Dude, I was like Body Snatcher.
I had to check you on that one, bro. I was like,
yeah, I was like, what the fuck, Knock?
I was on a real high from Loki because I really did enjoy Loki. So I watched everything. I finished watching what was it, Miss Marvel. I actually watched the rest of Nick Fury's show. Yeah. Which I lost interest in forever ago. But I watched the Marvels, and so I like I said, from Loki, I was on a real high, so I went on a tear and caught up on everything.
Go ahead, Jed.
I said Loki was good, about as good as it's going to get for this year.
Yeah,
it's not going to be. There's not going to be anything better.
Well, I mean,
outside Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool. But I have faith in Ryan Reynolds. I don't think he's going to do something just for the money. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need the money. This guy is richer than hell. Owns his own
and he's got one of the most beautiful wives
and he owns sports teams. I mean, he's done well with his money, so he doesn't need the money.
He's got soccer teams, championship winning soccer teams. Like he's fine. I mean, he's okay.
You know,
he's okay.
I just can't see him not putting out a good product for this. But this is the thing: what are they going to do with it after he's done?
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely, I agree.
Okay, boys and girls. Anybody else want to push anything before we get out of here? It's we've hit the 2 hour mark, and you know what? I like to keep it on schedule. So
just follow me. Sorry, just follow me.
Man.
I got YouTube, I got Rumble, Instagram at Ruben Haynes. I started yesterday a new channel called Alt-Right Fitness. Basically,
I heard that. Yeah.
And I'm doing it out there because I basically had lost 250 last year, 250 pounds last year.
You are
so
knocking
I have about
it out of the park, Ruben.
I got 140 to go to reach 199. So I'm going to do that. So follow me everywhere. X, I do political commentary on Rumble. I do shows with the Front Porch Conservative on the just did finish on the primary. So I'm all over, and I'm just trying to bring great content. And then I'm still looking for a place to go and move, and start a new life. That's what I'm doing right now. My life's about to change.
You forget a show, Ruben?
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll talk about that one. I'll talk
Not
about
yet.
That.
You talk about it.
Yeah, I'll talk about that one. Jed, do you want to talk about anything besides that one?
No. Oh, there may be some other stuff coming up on the Archivist and my Revoluf channel.
So keep your ears open, and hit that subscribe button on the Archivist channel for sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, on both channels. So.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Matt, you got any final words for us?
None other than Joe. Great job getting to 400 subs. Again, you've earned every one of those with the hours and hours and hours of content you've put out there, and you always do a good job of promoting what you got coming up next and getting the word out. And again, you're also a very gracious host. And when you're on panels, you're a very very gracious guest. So just keep going, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. I love having you around, especially, dude, the football shows we do. We have a ball. I don't know about you, Knock, but I love the football shows, especially when he and John show up on them.
Well, yeah, I don't get to talk a lot of football normally.
Yeah.
So it's definitely the time.
Yeah, he's from a non-football house, man. Can you believe this? Yeah, he didn't watch it growing up. That's crazy.
Not early till the 2000s. Yeah.
Yeah. You got any final words for us there, Knoxter?
Just as always, thanks for having me on here. This is your journey. I'm just kind of tagging along, and because I don't stream, so anytime you have me on here, I'm grateful. You definitely earned the 400, and we've known each other.
Oh yeah,
13 years now,
guys. I'm just meeting you guys. I've known this guy for 13 years this year.
Yeah. 2011. That's when DC
right around this time of the year too, because
I didn't start that game until August, but I think I joined the league that winter.
You're right. It was later on in the year. Yeah.
Yeah. Man. So it's been a long time. So I definitely hope that everything works out on here for you. And I still don't know if I'll actually get into streaming myself, but as long as you're willing to
think you should. And you know what? One of the best guys that's ever that's doing it right now, and he's around my age, and that's Culture Casino. The one night he met you, he told me. He said that guy needs to be streaming. He's good at and he even said something about your voice that night, if I remember correctly.
He was an awesome guy. Yeah, he was awesome.
He's a lot of fun.
I definitely know one thing that would be my thing would be just pure Star Wars. I would have to do a show of just pure Star Wars.
I don't know if you've ever watched Star Wars Theory, but he is one of the biggest YouTubers out there, man. And he talks nothing but Star Wars. That's all he does. As long as you're genuine, this is what I've found, guys, and this is what everybody. I go to the meetups in Dallas, same meetups that Ruben's been to in Vegas for the Friday Night Tights crew and the Dick's Division and all that bunch. The biggest piece of advice they ever gave me was be genuine. Don't fake it, because you're going to get caught if you fake it. So I'm going to keep doing what I love to do, man. And here pretty soon, this is what I want you to look forward to, guys. I'm going to keep my schedule going. I enjoy the shows I do. I've got a political show. I got a pop culture show. I do my video gaming, and I show you the comic book work. The thing I'm going to add is I'm going to start doing probably watch-alongs with some of my favorite movies and TV shows of all time. And I'm going to start it with, you guys have heard me talk about it before. I'm going to start it with the V miniseries from the 80s, classic one. Yeah. So if you've never seen it, what we're going to do, Jed has hit me to the fact that I can actually do it on Discord or Gilded, probably do it on Discord because it's a bigger friggin' platform.
Discord's really nice for it.
We could either do it on StreamYards too.
Yeah. So. Well, what I'll do is I'll probably run the panel on StreamYard and you know, a lot of these guys, what they do is they put it out on YouTube so people will come to it there, and then we can give them a link to go watch it at the same time.
Yeah, that's what we used to do when we used to do watch-alongs on the Archivist.
So look forward to that. I'm going to add that this year. That's what I'm going to work on next. But
yeah, we got to get to work on that Shawshank Redemption. That
that's going to be the next one. The first
I'm saving it for that.
It's going to be V, and it's going to be Shawshank Redemption.
Yep.
Sure.
Nice.
Okay. So, yeah, we were talking earlier, Ruben. There's certain movies like we were talking about. I showed my clients. I work at a rehab, and I showed my clients last night. We Were Soldiers. There's nothing but men in there right now. I don't have any women, so the guys wanted to see that one, and Matt's never seen it before. You know, and so we were talking about movies that we should have seen by now. We haven't seen. My biggest one is Shawshank Redemption. I still haven't seen
Schindler's List is probably
that in TNT. Just kidding.
Schindler's List. You got to be in the right mood for, Knock.
Dude, that's a fucked up.
And
movie.
Don't drink when you're watching it.
Yeah.
Especially around firearms, because that can get kind of depressing. Really.
Yeah. It's yeah.
But it's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. Everybody should see that movie once. Yeah, I've never watched it since the first time I saw it. It's gripping. It's fantastic, but my God. Ugh.
That's like
the Passion of the Christ. I've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to see it again. I really
don't.
Joe.
It's true. I have only seen that once and we'll never watch it again. But
Joe, that's like Robin Williams, What Dreams May Come, only watch it once.
Really?
Yeah.
I could watch that again. But I get where some people couldn't. I understand. Yeah. Okay, boys and girls, you know you've been watching my 400 subscriber celebration. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. We just got on here and chewed the fat. Didn't really have a format. Just wanted to get together with my pals and talk some shit tonight. And we
Joe, I wanted
well, I think. Next up, tomorrow at 5 p.m., you can check out The Brothers Hack the Matrix. Myself and my little brother Highlander get together and tell you all about the clown show that is 2024, including those very same primaries that Ruben was touching on. Tomorrow night at 5 p.m., we'll bring it all to you in today's headlines. And that's The Brothers Hack the Matrix at 5 p.m. Central Time. And then, are we doing this tomorrow night, buddy, or is it going to be another week?
Nope, I haven't got the animation.
Okay, so it's going to be another week.
Yeah.
So and it's probably going to be about 9 p.m. Central.
It's going to be 9 p.m. my time.
9 p.m. Well, that's 10 p.m. Central. There you go. Yeah. We're gonna do a late night show called MFers Roadhouse. It makes its triumphant return. Ruben, myself, and Sam will be together with Jed and whoever else he decides to invite. That's a week from this Sunday. Look for that about 10 p.m. Central Time. And then as soon as that's over, it'll be let's see. I don't have all my. Yeah, here we go. Papa Joe Gamer After Dark. As soon as I get done with that one, I'm gonna play some video games for a couple hours. This week I'm playing. Let's see. It's WWE 2K19. I'll be playing that one on Sunday night late, and then Monday we're gonna have Military Monday on Pop Culture Minefields channel, and we're gonna do the Sand Pebbles with Steve McQueen and what's that character's name that played Troutman? What's that guy's name, Matt? Richard Crenna. That's his name. Richard Crenna.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I have a brain fart when it comes to him, but I always remember Colonel Troutman before I remember the actor's name.
Yeah. True.
But anyway, we're going to review that one. Gary likes to get together and talk about military movies. He and I are vets, so we like to talk about those things. And that's every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. And then 4 p.m. Central Time tomorrow afternoon on That 70s Rock Fans channel. The comedy cult crew are getting together, and we're going to talk The Jerk. One of the greatest fucking comedies I'll ever see.
I was born a boy.
That's right. I was born a poor black child. That's right. Yes. Steve Martin. I'm actually thinking, guys, about doing an OptiGrab for my glasses and doing the whole show cross.
Oh, yeah, you got to.
I'm doing that. So anyway, we're going to do it at 4 p.m. Central Time on Monday on That 70s Rock Fans channel. And then Tuesday night, it's Papa Joe Gamer After Dark again, video games, cocktails, and fails. And I'll be playing some Madden, probably some Madden 15 and 22. That's the two main ones I play right now. But as soon as John gets his PS5, we're going to tear it up with some 23, I got a feeling. And I think you got that one too, don't you, Knock? We'd probably get together and play that.
I do, but I'd have to break the PS5 out of storage.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to be playing it this Tuesday at 10 p.m. Central Time. So check that out. And then Wednesday, the guys get together for State of the Atmosphere. That's the pop culture show where we give you a pop culture breakdown, tell you about the weekend's box office and all that good stuff, and tell you about the headlines and all that stuff. We get together, do movie reviews. We got the knock list. I'm sure Knock is going to start watching some movies on that list again, so we can get some reviews from him. That's where we introduce a younger guy to some older pop culture. So check that out every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. And then later on that night, it is going to be, is it Pal World or Uncharted this time? I can't remember, but game night on Pop Culture Minefield with John Das Wolfen at 8 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday and Friday night. And on Friday nights, I don't have the thumbnail here, but they are playing Detroit Become Human right now.
Yes.
Friday nights. And Knock is on there with him, and they're having a good time doing that. So for myself.
Hey, Joe, I wanted to say one thing because I didn't get to say it.
Go ahead, buddy.
I wanted to say thank you for bringing me into the fold and everything, because I would have never thought 8 months ago that when me and you started streaming that first night that we would be doing tons of stuff together.
Oh yeah,
and man. I just want to appreciate you for being another brother in my life.
No problem, dude. Yeah.
And,
hey, look.
You grew on me, Jed. You grew on me.
Yeah. Knock didn't know what to think of you at first, but he figured you out now.
Yeah, and I just and Joe's been there for me through a lot of bullshit, so I appreciate it.
Hey, man, look, I just try and do unto others as they do unto me. I try to stay positive, and when people are feeling down, I try and build them up. So that's all I'm trying to do, man.
Yeah.
Look, guys, I appreciate every one of you. I wouldn't have 400 subs right now unless I'd have had help from you guys.
But now, Joe, Bobby the Brain Heenan told me, do unto others before they can do unto you.
Before.
Yeah.
You know what? Another quote just like that was, I saw Larry Zonka, one of the greatest running backs I've ever seen play football. He was on that perfect season Dolphins team. Matter of fact, I think he was the fullback, wasn't he? I think he was the fullback.
Yeah.
But anyway, Larry Zonka, I saw him in an interview once. He goes, I always thought that it showed more intelligence to deliver the blow than to take it. That's why he ran the way he did. So, but yeah, I get you. I get you. That's pretty good. Look, I'm just trying to have a good time. Share. The whole reason why I'm in this is because of Geeks and Gamers. Jeremy. That's the guy that got me into this, because I watched him on Friday Night Tights. Him and Gary preaching. Yeah. If you have an opinion about what's going on and you want to give it out, and you have the means, start a channel and start doing it. He said, because we need your voice. And I was like, well, shit, I just lost my job at my manufacturing plant. I'm going to have all this time on my hands in my new job because I work a lot of hours in a couple of days. Yeah, why not? And I've enjoyed every minute of it. And it's because I've met people like you, Jed, and like Ruben, and I've known Knock forever, and I knew he'd be good at this. As soon as I think the first thing I brought you on was the football show, right?
I believe so. Yeah, I didn't quite join the Wednesday night one.
Yeah, and then he started doing Wednesdays and really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and then funny enough, the first one that me and Joe did.
Go ahead.
It was Star Wars. It was Star Wars.
Yeah, it was Star Wars.
Funny enough, yeah.
It was. Yep. And Matt and I met through Wes on Whatever Cast, and we have been hanging out ever since and having a really good time. It's just all about grabbing moments with some good people, man. That's what it's all about. That's what it is for me anyway. I like to talk about stuff that I dig, and that's what this channel's all about. That's why you get a political show, you get a pop culture show, and you get my video gaming and my art. So, all right, boys and girls, it's been a good one. I appreciate you guys showing up, and hopefully 500 isn't far away. That would be cool. But you can always support the channel by going to my subscribe star page. You can go to Stream Elements anytime, leave me a tip. go to my LinkedIn. All the links are in the description of the video. Support all these guys,
OnlyFans?
Ruben and Jed. And what'd you say?
Is your OnlyFans link on there?
No, my OnlyFans link is not on there.
Oh, okay.
No pegging involved, sir. Okay,
no
not Ryan Reynolds, sir.
All right.
Okay, no, nothing like that.
Worth a shot.
But listen, boys and girls, thanks for being here. I appreciate every one of you, all you people in the chat that make it so much fun. We wouldn't even be here without you. You guys take it easy, and until I see you again, you guys keep on keeping on. God bless. Oh boy, that was fun. And we get to see. Really, Jed? You're not going to go there? Wow. He's leaving me hanging. Unbelievable.
You're still
Titties.
Leaving me hanging.
I don't leave you hanging.